to talk to you guys today about something that I call the shift. And that is the shift, of consciousness and the shift of everything in its, original order that is going on, on this physical plane and on the spiritual plane as well. And what we used to consider light or darkness has switched places. What's good and evil has switched places. What is truth and false has switched places. And a lot of people don't understand that now. What was once the North is now the South, and so on and so on. And this shift is needed because the true people that will hold that spirit in them and whatever their soul is like, that will stand, basically what they're saying now, standing on business. Few of us will stand on business and stand, with divine order and things like that. But it is definitely a spiritual war that is going on because, when we talk spirituality, back in the day, people that were very spiritual were secluded. They were outcasted from society. They would mingle in and do the regular things like go shopping, and they had a few friends that they would probably, go see and talk to outside of the people that would probably come to them for advice or for healing. But now it seems that everybody wants to portray or put on, being spiritual. And some of the most evilest people are actually portraying themselves as being beings of light when they are not. And, back in the day, people who had spiritual powers or who, dabble in esoteric knowledge or in things that were considered, not normal for regular religious people didn't fool with them at all. A lot of people were afraid to come around them. But today, it's a lot different. People who are very evil, they study you. People who are spiritual and empathetic, they have people who are very malevolent study them. And they try to cloak themselves in that same energy and even use the same words that you use to actually portray themselves in a light that they don't have. And I see a lot of that going on today. And even with myself, I like to, think of myself as the underdog. I tell people all the time, I have people in my own city that are making a lot of money off of spirituality. And they come to my page and, they get information. And I even see them take things that I've said that have been just dropped into my mind, and they'll use it. And, it's just one of those things where the war is everybody wants to be a god, and they have not worked on themselves. And I know you guys hear me constantly talk about this, but you see so many people now wanting to portray themselves as spiritual beings, because that evil needs something to cloak themselves in. And what's done in darkness will come to light eventually. And you just have to understand that you have to stay on your path, and you have to do the things that a lot of times you don't really, want to do. And it's just one of those things to where people like myself, I know things when I see it. I see why seclusion is needed. When you are chosen for a spiritual path, or when you're on your spiritual path, you have to seclude yourself. You have to separate yourself from a lot of people and a lot of things. And it is very, very hurtful because you have to let some people go. And that discomfort, if you're strong enough, is what pushes you, and it takes you through a fire that actually turns you into this shining, diamond. And a lot of people don't understand. The more you have different energies around you, the more you're not going to hear the voice of reason and that frequency of the Most High come through. You have to sit with yourself. You have to sit with your mistakes. You have to sit with being accountable. You actually have to sit with knowing that all the choices in life that you chose to make were is your fault, whether we want to know it or not. Yes, some of us have been abused and used. Yes, some of us have been deceived, but a lot of times, if you're truly a spiritual person, we knew up front, we just gave that benefit of the doubt, and it's trial and error with you having to go through these things. But again, you guys, I've never seen a time to where more people are envious of spiritual people or of people who can read them. You know, that's one of those things as well. If you're the type of person like myself that can read people, people are going to be very envious of you, and they're going to be very, they're going to move funny with you, period. You know, and it's nothing that you did. It's just that your light, again, aggravates everything that's in them and everything that they try to hide. And this spiritual war is something serious.